My high school boyfriend cheated on me, and it created layers of deceptive illusions for me and patterning that has stopped me from fully allowing myself to choose myself in my life. I have been dealing with a conditioning, a patterning, where I hold myself off from fully allowing myself to live in the moment. It's almost like I have a hard time focusing on the things that I want to do and allowing myself the space and time to choose that wholeheartedly. And I kept questioning, like, why does this keep happening to me? Why am I so unmotivated? Why do I not allow myself to just do the things that I enjoy? And this is exactly linked to this narrative that was built around when my high school boyfriend cheated on me. So if I am not focusing all of my time and attention on somebody that I care about or that I love, then I have the potential of losing them. That if I am not wholeheartedly focused on somebody, that they're going to leave me. And so as I've been living in this narrative, it's created a pattern that makes me believe that unless I am actually giving all of my time and energy to somebody, that I am missing the opportunity of connection, that I am missing the opportunity to be able to be seen, be heard, be validated. And now this is not somebody else's job to validate me. That's not what I'm saying here. But because he cheated on me, now I have this deep loss of self-worth, self-confidence, in this belief pattern that I cannot focus on myself. I cannot be happy. I cannot be single, because then I'm going to miss an opportunity. And so this broke a trust within me very heavily, because it created this abandonment wound. It's a fear of abandonment now, right? So this abandonment is saying, like, well, if I don't give somebody my whole attention, then I'm going to be abandoned, right? So the last time I decided that I was going to hang out with my friends and be happy and carefree and trust my person, that trust got broken. The upheaval of the betrayal shocked my system so badly that now I believe that anytime I want to focus on myself, I'm going to be abandoned. That anytime that I want to just live my life for me, that I'm going to miss out on an opportunity. So then what that actually does is that reflects back out into my opportunity, people not showing up for me. It actually reflects back out people giving me the silent treatment, right? It actually reflects back out the same things that I don't want to experience because of the fear of abandonment. And all I'm doing, again, is just abandoning myself. So I have a fear of being abandoned by somebody else, so then I self-abandon, right? I don't want to lose somebody, so I'll lose myself. Because the devastation of that pain, I don't want to experience that pain again of being left. And then, of course, because this was a cheating situation, right? So, like, in relationships moving forward, I always had a really a jealous tendency. I don't really, had a really hard time trusting people. I could never fully let my guard down to allow people fully into my heart and things of that sort, because I was always looking over my shoulder. I always felt like it made me not feel good enough. Right? There was always somebody better, somebody prettier, right? I'm always in constant competition, right? It created all of these narratives that basically have had me in a holding space, waiting in a limbo. Am I going to be abandoned this time? Am I allowed? Can I finally just focus on myself for once without this fear? So until we become aware, now you don't have to exactly be cheated on, but in today's society, it's kind of pretty normal, which is fucking shitty. But that is a huge narrative for many of us. So you're going to see a pattern of in future connections where you're going to go silent, or the other person is going to be silent, right? Or there will be patterns again of cheating, right? And there's going to be patterns of self-abandonment, right? Because you are continuing to abandon yourself for the likes of not being abandoned, right? So definitely a major breakthrough, and that helps many of us who have had that broken trust, that broken heart from cheating companions, because that cheating energy, it takes our confidence, it takes our self-worth, it takes so much from our internal dialogue. And it really shatters that foundation that we're sitting on. So I hope that this is at least one narrative that helps you break out to know that you are allowed to focus on yourself. You are allowed to choose yourself. And the right person will not abandon you for choosing yourself. Because that narrative, it's that perception that was created because of that. So because I was having fun, I created the perception that because I wasn't focusing all my time and energy on him, which is why he chose to go be with somebody else. So if your self-worth is something that you have had trouble with, if this is a circumstance that resonates with you, check out my Worthiness Activation Interactive Workbook, a beautiful digital download that really helps us rebuild that foundation to remember our self-worth. Because cheating isn't the only thing that tears that down, right? Cheating isn't the only thing that makes us not feel good enough. So if you have had narratives where you consistently self-abandon and you consistently kind of run in these emotions where you're not feeling like you're confident or worthy enough to chase your dreams and follow your heart, and it could be in any circumstance, my workbook lays down that foundation for us again to help build it back up. Link in bio.